and the journey in Japan continues. We leave behind the big city of Tokyo. If you haven't seen the video of my first reactions in Japan and while I was in Tokyo, make sure to watch it up here. So now we have come down more south. Oh, I just saw the main reason why I'm here now. So I know I said it before that one of the main reasons that I came here was for snowboarding, but actually there's another one, and that's Mount Fuji. So the Mount Fuji has been on my bucket list for a long time. I actually wanted to climb it up, but unfortunately in January it's not the season to do it. So luckily we have very clear skies today, so it's visible. Visibility, it's 100% and I can see it from here. So now at this moment I'm just gonna go to a lake to wait for sunset. Should be a really good picture with the lake, Mount Fuji in the back, and hopefully it's gonna be a good sunset as well. I think I should be arriving there soon, probably like 30 more minutes. I've been walking for about an hour. I could have taken public transportation, but I'm trying to save some money. Spending just keeps accumulating little by little, so if I can save money and I can walk, I'll just go ahead and do it. So now I finally have arrived to this park that I wanted to reach with this clear skies, sunset almost happening. So now I leave you here with Mount Fuji. It's a very cold morning, but luckily it's very worth it with this view right here, and especially since I have it all to myself. And now going to the next stop of places to visit here around Mount Fuji, I have come into this village right here called Ochino Hakai. It's rating like this. So this village is like a very old traditional village, what it looks like, and it's composed of different ponds. All of these different ponds, they are filled with water that are coming straight from Mount Fuji. So all the snow that melts goes directly into these ponds, and then you can even say that you are safe to drink the water. But I'm not really sure about doing that since they are being occupied by these big fishes right here. So one of the things to do here is just walk around the village, take photos, go to the souvenir shops, and eat at some of the restaurants. Also, one of the main attractions here is that from this village, we can see Mount Fuji in the background. Unfortunately, right now, it's filled with clouds, so we cannot see it. Hopefully, it will clear out because it will make a great picture. Here we have it, where you can refill your water bottle. If you don't bring one, you can buy one for 200, and you can refill it here with water that comes straight from Mount Fuji. And now that I have finished with this village right here, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way down to a restaurant to try one of the most traditional dishes here in this town, which is called udon. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's written like this. Well, anyways, this dish, it consists of a thick pasta, usually handmade, thick and chewy. That's how it's supposed to be. and it's served on a soup. It could have a lot of soup, it could have a little bit soup depending on the restaurant, and you usually have it with either beef, vegetables, and I even saw that they serve it with horse meat. It all depends on the restaurant, so we'll go ahead and try it out and see how it is. So this right here looks like it's like made out of rice crackers. At least that's what it tastes like. This, the meat, cabbage. Yes, finally did it. I finished the dish. At one point I thought I was not gonna be able to finish it. I didn't know how big it was gonna be, so I ordered the big one. It was a big mistake, but I finished it. I didn't want to be disrespectful by not eating at all, so I put it all in my head that I had to finish it, and I did. So now I have my dinner there already with that one. I think I'm all set for the rest of the day. All right, regarding the taste of this, was it good, was it bad? It was actually good. I'm not gonna say that it was like the best thing I ever had, no, but it was good. Regarding the taste of the meat, I'm still not sure what kind of meat it was. It didn't say exactly what kind of meat, or at least Google Translator didn't say the meat, because there were two options and both of them said meat. So I don't know. The meat was good. Hopefully it was nothing too exotic. It was just like regular meat. It had a little bit of taste of ginger. I think that's like the best thing that I can describe. It wasn't bad, but it was interesting. It was good, but I don't know how else to describe the taste of the meat. It was a little bit sweet. Yeah, it was good. Regarding the soup taste, it was just like a normal soup. So the taste changed once I added the chili powder. It went from being to a bland flavor into being like kind of like a fish soup flavor, which wasn't bad. It actually made it better. I liked it. And also a little bit of spiciness, which was good. Also, it added it to the dish. Now, regarding the noodles, they were thick. They were thick and chewy, just as they're supposed to be. And I think that's one of the things that didn't cross my mind when I ordered the big one. The noodles being thick, so that's what got me really full. So if you're planning on order the small one, because the noodles are thick and you're gonna get full. It did taste a lot like flour, like the wheat flour that it's made from, which personally, I like that flavor. I think it felt like very authentic. So for me, it was all good. So yeah, so overall, it was a good dish. And now continuing on the list for the spots to see here, I only have one more left, which I'm hoping that it's gonna get clear out the sky a little bit more, because Mount Fuji is still covered by some clouds. Hopefully it's gonna be clear out like yesterday. Just gonna go back to the hostel, get a little bit more warm, rest, and I'll be back in a bit. Well, for you, it's gonna be now. All right, finally we have the Mount Fuji clear of clouds. I can finally see it. That's why I do recommend for you to stay at least 2 nights here, just in case that happens. You never know with weather. If it's gonna be all cloudy, then you're gonna be running out of luck if you're doing a day trip, because you have to go probably back to Tokyo. So just stay here, and probably from your hotel or hostel, you can just take a peek outside, and once it's clear, you can go out and then observe Mount Fuji. Well, this street right here got really famous with this photograph, and one of the reasons is because this street lines perfectly with Mount Fuji. We have a perfect view, and then it makes a really good picture. But the problem with that is that since we are on the street, a lot of people were stopping, trying to take the picture, impeding traffic. So the government had to step in, and they had to hire some traffic control in order to control the people this time, making sure they don't stop in the crossway, impeding traffic. But that doesn't stop some people from doing it, not only in this street, but also in some other streets on the other way too. So then we have a couple of people trying to take a photo in the crosswalk. We do have people with their cell phones ready, and they'll be trying like 3 times. But the funny part is that the person in the traffic control, whenever they're gonna put to cross, she gets on the way in the pictures unintentionally, because she's taking care of the traffic. But it kind of ruins the photo for the other people. They've been trying it for like 3 times already. Just watch. And that is why I have an alternative if you want this photo or similar photo to it. If you want to take that photo without traffic, I have a tip for you. So that right there is where the famous crossing is. So if you just walk all the way here until this area, then you have a street all to yourself. And with that last tip, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you the next video in a new city called Kyoto.